The last problem that we'll have a video for in this section is problem 7. So let's get started on that. A U of SC student named Clark is studying abroad in Denmark. He knows that the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, F, is given by the equation 9/5 times C plus 32, where C is the temperature in degrees Celsius. So what this function here does, let's look at the input and output first. So for this guy, it looks like we input the degrees Celsius, and what we get out, or the output, is the degrees in Fahrenheit. So what this does is it converts Celsius, or maybe I'm going to abbreviate this. So it converts degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. So first, I want to do a little bit of an example, just so that we can get used to using this formula. So to go from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, we'll use 9/5 C plus 32. Okay, so I have a question. The question is the following. If I tell you it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now, how many degrees Celsius is it? So let's write that in words first. So to figure that out, I'm going to set 70 equal to 9/5 C plus 32. And we're going to solve for C. So we get 70 minus 32 is equal to 9/5 C. And then either I can divide both sides by 9/5, or I can multiply both sides by 5/9. Okay, so this is how many degrees Celsius 70 degrees Fahrenheit is, whatever this number is. I don't have a calculator with me, so I'm not going to check. But what we've done here is we've done exactly what part 1 of this problem has asked for. So this first equation up here, this guy, this G of C business, this converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. What the inverse is going to do is convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. So the inverse should convert degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, which is what we've done in this example. So let's write this out. So if I have that F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32, to get the inverse function, I just want to solve for C. And we just did that, so it's 5 over 9 times F minus 32 is equal to C. And when it says interpret its meaning in the context of the problem, what I mean there is just to say that it converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so part 2 says evaluate and interpret G of 0 and G inverse of 0. Evaluate and interpret G inverse of 40 and G inverse of negative 40 and G, oh my, okay, you can read the problem, hopefully. If you can't see these words in the video, I suggest you go to Blackboard and download the worksheet, because that might be helpful. So, G of 0 is going to convert 0 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll have 9 over 5 times 0 plus 32. Oh my, okay, 32. And then G inverse of 0, this is in degrees Fahrenheit. G inverse of 0 is going to be 5 over 9 times 0 minus 32. So let's put that in the calculator. Since I don't have one on me, I've got to open one up on the computer. So 5 over 9 times negative 32 is negative 17.7. And this is in degrees Celsius. So this first part, G of 0, says that 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The second part, G inverse of 0, says that 0 degrees Fahrenheit is negative 17.7 degrees Celsius. So I'm just going to write this last one down. Okay, and finally G of negative 40. So that's going to be 9 over 5 times negative 40 plus 32. And again, we'll put that in the calculator. So 9 over 5 times negative 40 plus 32. Which gives me negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And G inverse of 40, negative 40, is going to be 5 over 9 times 0. No, not times 0. I was very confused. Times negative 40 minus 32. So we'll put that in the calculator. And we get negative 40 degrees Celsius. So the interpretation of this is negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit is the same as negative 40 degrees Celsius.